Let me ask you something. When was the last time you boarded a plane without silently praying your carry-on wouldn't get snatched at the gate? In 2025, flying has become a strategic game, and guess what? The airlines are playing dirty. They're shrinking your benefits, inventing new fees out of thin air, and turning simple boarding into a chaotic mess. But here's the thing, the smartest travelers, they've already adapted. They found a way to fly without stress, without surprise charges, and without ever fighting for overhead bin space again. And it all starts with one rule-breaking idea: ditch the suitcase. Now I know what you're thinking. How in the world am I supposed to travel without a carry-on? But that's exactly what they don't want you to figure out. See, in 2025, many airlines have quietly stripped away the once free carry-on privilege, especially with economy tickets. They're banking on you showing up with that roller bag so they can slam you with a $65 gate fee. And if that's not enough, even if you did pay for a carry-on, you're not guaranteed bin space. If you're in the later boarding groups, you're almost guaranteed to get that bag taken from you at the gate, checked against your will, and possibly even delayed or lost. But here's where it gets interesting. A growing number of veteran travelers have started bypassing the chaos by packing smarter, faster, and more efficiently than the rest of the herd. No checked bag, no carry-on. Just one personal item, and they manage to fit everything they need for a full trip. And yes, I mean everything. This isn't about minimalism. This is about mastering the system. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it step by step so you can stop stressing about your luggage and start enjoying your journey. Because the second you stop thinking like a tourist and start thinking like a pro, air travel becomes a whole different experience. And trust me, what I'm about to share isn't in any airline handbook. You ready? Let's start hacking the system. So how do you fit an entire trip's worth of essentials into something small enough to slide under the seat in front of you? Welcome to the underground art of tactical packing, a method so effective, it makes TSA agents double-check your bag just to make sure you didn't check a suitcase. And it starts with the most underrated game changer in travel, the military roll. Forget folding. Folding is for amateurs. When you roll your clothes using this technique, you compress bulky items like jeans, hoodies, and sweaters into compact, wrinkle-resistant burritos. Tightly rolled, locked in place, and ready to be stacked like puzzle pieces. But that's only step one. The real hack: compression cubes. These aren't your average packing cubes. These are high-performance tools used by frequent flyers to double the capacity of a personal item. Load them up, zip the compression layer, and watch as your wardrobe shrinks to half its size without sacrificing a single outfit. And speaking of outfits, here's the mindset shift: stop packing just in case. Every single item you bring should serve at least two purposes. That one hoodie, it's your flight blanket; those sneakers, airport, sightseeing, and dinner approved. When you switch to modular clothing, neutral colors, quick dry fabric, wrinkle-resistant, to unlock the ability to mix and match a week's worth of style with only 3 tops and 2 bottoms. It's not limiting, it's liberating. Now here's the part the airlines hope you never figure out. Most personal item bag size limits are way more generous than they let on. You don't have to settle for that tiny tote or flimsy laptop sleeve. If you actually check the fine print on your airline's website, you'll often find dimensions that allow for full-size backpacks, duffels, even expandable underseat bags designed specifically for stealth packing. So while everyone else is wrestling their rollerboards into overhead bins or being told to gate check at the last minute, you'll be sliding your ultra-optimized personal bag under the seat like a boss with everything you need, zero stress, and no extra fees. And guess what? We're just getting started. In the next part, I'll show you the exact packing list that makes this all possible, right down to the tech, toiletries, and that one tiny item no traveler should ever forget. You won't believe how much you can carry when you stop following the old rules. Alright, let's talk about the ultimate packing list, because once you've rolled, compressed, and optimized your clothing, the next big mistake travelers make is forgetting the small stuff. And those small things, they're the difference between a smooth ride and a chaotic mess at 30,000 feet. Let's start with toiletries, but we're doing it the smart way. No giant bottles, no leaking mess. Grab travel-sized versions of your essentials: toothpaste, deodorant, shampoo, conditioner, facial cleanser. Pack them in a TSA-approved transparent pouch, preferably flat so it slides easily into a side compartment. Add floss, a mini comb, and lip balm. Thank me later when that airplane air dries you out. Next up, tech gear. This is where most people either overpack or forget something crucial. Here's the core list you'll actually use: a compact phone charger, a lightweight power bank under 100 watt-hours to stay TSA safe, noise-canceling earbuds, and a universal adapter if you're flying international. Everything fits into one small zipper case that tucks easily into your bag's front pocket. And don't skip a first aid kit. Seriously, a couple of band-aids, ibuprofen, motion sickness tablets, and a sleep aid can turn a nightmare flight into a survivable one. Most people ignore this until it's too late. Now for a real veteran tip: always pack a foldable tote bag. Sounds random, right? But when you land and need to carry souvenirs, dirty clothes, or snacks for the return flight, this lightweight backup becomes your best friend. It takes up zero space, but gives you massive flexibility. Let's talk clothing one more time, because layers are everything. Always wear your bulkiest items on the plane: hoodie, jacket, even your sneakers if they take up too much space. Save your personal item for the compact, flexible stuff. You'd be shocked how far one neutral base layer, two versatile shirts, and a packable jacket will take you. And here's the golden rule: always leave 10% of your bag empty. Why? Because airports are unpredictable. You might pick up a snack, a souvenir, or even a change of plans. That extra space gives you freedom, and freedom is what smart travel is all about. So now that your bag is loaded like a tactical survival kit, what's next? In part 4, I'm showing you the hidden secrets airlines don't advertise: how to get through security like a VIP, avoid surprise fees at the gate, and even hack your seat for more space mid-flight. It's not luck, it's strategy, and you're about to learn it. So now your bag's packed like a pro. But here's the real question: do you actually know how to get it on the plane without a single hiccup? Because this is where most travelers mess up and airlines profit off it. Let's start with hidden carry-on fees. Think your flight includes a carry-on bag? Think again. In 2025, airlines have quietly rewritten the rules. Basic economy tickets, especially on budget carriers, no longer guarantee you that overhead bin access. If your personal item is even slightly over their ridiculous size limits, they'll slap a $50, $75 gate fee on you before you can even blink. That's not an accident, that's a trap. But here's the move: before booking any flight, go straight to the airline's baggage policy page, not just the booking site summary. Measure your personal item. Know the exact dimensions allowed. Then choose a bag that fits perfectly under the seat. You'll walk right past the agents with zero stress while half the line gets pulled aside. Now let's talk boarding strategy. You've probably seen the chaos. The crowd forming 20 minutes before boarding like it's a concert, people pushing forward, anxious to find space for their bags. Welcome to what seasoned travelers call the gate lice. You don't want to be one, but you don't want to be last either. The solution: board in silence, like a ghost. Choose a seat near the boarding lanes, but not right at the front. Watch the flow. Wait until your group is halfway through, then slide in. You'll board calm, controlled, and still find space without the stress. Next, the pre-check. If you travel more than twice a year and don't have pre-check yet, what are you doing? For $78, you get 5 years of skipping the line. No shoes off, no laptop out, no humiliating pat-downs. It's not just faster, it's how you travel like you own the airport. And here's an elite move: combine pre-check with a smart outfit. Avoid belts, jewelry, and anything that triggers the scanner. Slip-on shoes, empty pockets, and zippered layers make you look like you've done this 100 times. So agents notice. They let pros glide through. Now for the wild card: seat hacks. Want extra legroom without paying for business class? Ask at the gate, not at check-in, if there are exit row seats available. Gate agents often have last-minute changes, and being polite but assertive can land you a $100 seat upgrade. For free. Pro tip: don't ask, "Are there upgrades?" Ask, "Are there any available exit or bulkhead seats for single travelers?" That wording changes everything. But we're not done yet. From DIY footrests to how to score an empty round mid-flight, this is where the real magic happens. Let's keep flying smart. Alright, you've packed smarter, passed security like a VIP, and boarded like a ghost. Now you're in your seat. But this is where most people settle for discomfort, not you. Here's the final hack: comfort is strategy. Bring a collapsible footrest and a neck pillow that clips to your bag, never stuffed inside. Download noise-blocking apps if you don't have fancy headphones. Use the in-flight air nozzle to keep fresh air circulating. It keeps your energy up and jet lag down. And one more pro tip, always check the seat map 30 minutes before boarding. Sometimes, empty rows show up last minute and you can grab one through the airline app or by asking a gate agent. 3 seats to yourself, that's economy luxury. Look, modern travel is full of traps, but you just learned how to beat every single one. If that felt like a level up, you're gonna love what's next. Tap into my next video where I break down airport secrets flight attendants wish you didn't know. You'll never look at boarding zones or coffee carts the same way again. Thanks for flying smart. Safe travels. And hey, see you in the next one.